Today we're going to Regina, Saskatchewan in Canada with our Diaspora Connect. Welcome with us, Associate Professor Taiwo Afolabi. Well, there's a lot to him, really. So I'll just save time and mention a few. 3M National Teaching Fellow, Canada Research Chair in Socially Engaged Theatre, is Director Center for Socially Engaged Theatre, University of Regina. Dr. Afolabi, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Brief.
Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. I know you had to stay up late to have this conversation, but we have to. Come on, you're doing some amazing stuff out there. So we thought, hey, let's connect you with the Nigerian and African audience as well. I know you've done a lot of work. You still are doing a lot of work in Africa, but I want you to start off with that prestigious award that you just got. Speak to us about it. What does this mean for you, for Nigerians in the diaspora, and how much hard work did you have to do to get that?
Thank you so much, Mr. Kayode. I really appreciate the opportunity. And before I speak to your question, just special gratitude to the work that you're doing over there. And just want to speak, I appreciate every partners, collaborators, family, friends that have sort of worked with me to get to this point. And of course, to God for giving all grace. So the 3M National Teaching Fellowship is Canada's most prestigious recognition in terms of educational leadership and teaching in post-secondary education in the country. Of course, it's prestigious and it's an opportunity to be recognized. Now, for me, awards like 3M, it's not just about the awardee alone. While I'm grateful for the opportunity that has been given to me to recognize my teaching, teaching work and educational leadership that has spanned over 5 continents, and the kind of work that I've done. I'm really interested, I'm really happy with the fact that this kind of award really spotlights the amazing and remarkable work that Nigerians are doing all over the world. I think with an opportunity like this, we're literally breaking boundaries and breaking barriers and just moving beyond that single narrative. And I sincerely just want to articulate that. The second thing also for me within my own profession in theater and performance broadly defined, is really recognizing the fact that theater art is live, is alive, is active. It can serve as a catalyst for social change and really incredible work that my colleagues are doing. And then finally, it's really also speaking to the kind of university that I'm at. This award has only been, the last time it was given to a faculty, my university, was over 2 decades ago. So you see, across those levels, it becomes really critical that I'm really excited about it. And it's an encouragement and inspiration for people that look like me in Canada and in other parts of the world that are Nigerians saying, we're doing remarkable things. And hey, let's keep doing it.
Let's keep doing it. So talk to us about what you do now specifically, because you are in arts, theater, but you also put in a twist to it. It's not the usual. There's something different about what you're doing, such that you're able to get that recognition and speak to social issues, right? So speak to us about what you do peculiarly now.
Absolutely. So the kind of theater that I do is called applied theater, or some might call it social theater. It's really taking theater to the people, taking theater to community on houselessness, immigration, policing, and whatever social issues that are critical. And really using that as an opportunity to engage community and to bring about the kind of discourse and the debates that you want, that really someone wants the community to have. It's really about using theater for transformation and change. And really, when we speak about change in my own work, I start with us first. I always say we have to continue to think globally, but to act personally and of course locally. And so what I do with theater is go to community, work with children, with youth, with adults, with elders and the elderly, work in different settings from faith-based to non-faith-based, and really using theater to make that happen. And that's the kind of work that I do. And the spin that I kind of put into that is then bringing in the cultural and the creative sector into that. When I started many years ago, I started my theater company, Theater International and Mobile Research Lab. And it was really critical for us to start using theater not just only to think about disseminating information, but using theater and art generally to really get into people's thinking that if we want something to change, what kind of questions do we need to ask ourselves? How can we change things? How can we use theater as a catalyst, for nation building, for personal change and all of that? And that's the kind of work that I do. I take theater to the street, take theater to anywhere that I am needed to go, I take theater there, and then we create peace together to be able to speak to critical issues that are important to us.
Dr. Afolabi, I liked how you talked about the 3M award being important for people that look like you. And that's another important aspect of the conversation. What does this award mean for people of color in Canada? And give us a sense of some of those debates that the work that you are doing is sparking to improve people, the lot of people that look like you in Canada.
Absolutely, and thanks for the question, Bukola. So I run a center called Center for Social Language Theater, and part of my own critical piece and part of my ethos is to create space for people that look like me. We call BIPOC in Canada, Black, Indigenous, and people of color, people that are sort of like on the margin, people that come from a different kind of systems and cultures and all of that. And I want to create a space where they can thrive. And I think that that's what this kind of award really speaks to, is really the opportunity to inspire, the opportunity to tell people that are here or that are coming behind to say, you do matter. Regardless of your journey, we see the hard work. It's a lot of hard work, but it's also a lot of enjoyable opportunity to connect to other people, to say, you know what, as much as the burden of identity is there, there's also the joy of it. I want to inspire. And I think that's a beautiful thing about this kind of award, is that it's speaking to not just only the pedagogy in classroom, not just only the partnership and the connection and all of that, but it's really telling a story of our people, the story, the hard work that many people from Nigeria and beyond are really doing in their play, in the countries where they domicile. So 3M is really an opportunity to really engage within the university, the post-secondary school, the post-secondary system too. And that's how when students that look like me are coming to school, they see a professor that look like them. And they can connect. And I've had different students come to me, talk to me about their situation. I've had to, of course, write letters, do different things for them, because really, it's like it's like they're standing on the shoulder of a giant. And of course, I'm not a giant by any means, but it gives them that opportunity to say, if this person can do it, I can do it. And in all spaces where we find ourselves, we're doing remarkable things. And I think continually shining light on the kind of work that we're doing becomes very critical. And this is the result of that. So the 3M, based on the research that we've done, I don't think a Nigerian has even received it in its inception since 1986. So this would be the first time that a Nigerian would have received a 3M. So it means that we're doing something, and it's something that is really incredible. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be that torch bearer and passing it on and letting people know that, hey, we're doing remarkable things, and let's continue to do that.
Absolutely. So here comes the million naira question. When and where can we experience your work in Nigeria? Should we be expecting anytime soon? Because great work you're doing out there. And some will say, let us test it small in Nigeria. I know you're doing some work, South Africa and the rest, but speak to us about your plans for Nigeria as well.
Well, without sharing so much, there's some work there's some things in the works for Nigeria. I recently just did a huge conference in Nigeria on applied theater in Benue State University, where I brought researchers all over the continent and outside the continent to Nigeria. Right now, I'm doing arts management in Africa, really bringing art leaders across the continent to speak to critical issues, cultural policy, different things that are important for us to change. And so there are a lot of of other works that are coming in the country, and for sure I'll be definitely want to come back to. I'll let you know, because I think there are some things in the making that will come to them and be able to expose them when the time is right.
I like a good tease. I like a good one. Very, very well done. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, because we have such a vibrant population of young people who are creative, who can do great stuff. Thankfully, they have the internet as well, so it's just a perfect combination. Absolutely. But the goal is to ensure that they start off the right way. But we have to appreciate you and thank you for the great work that you're doing, representing not just Nigeria, actually, but Africa out there positively. We've been speaking with Dr. Taiwo Afolabi, who just recognized with that prestigious award, the 3M National Teaching Fellow in Canada, Canada Research Chair in Socially Engaged Theatre, and Director Center for Socially Engaged Theatre, University of Regina. Joins us from Saskatchewan. We appreciate your time and wish you more wins.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kat, and thanks to the team.
All right, so...